secure in our daily life. We've spoken a little bit about the issues that have occurred, the seeming lawlessness that has taken place over the and I express my happiness at his intervention yesterday in speaking to the country about what was going on and the reinforcing of the authority of the state to make sure that these matters are dealt with. So this is the reason why he's here, and I thought we should give you a brief outcome of the visit. It's been a very warm and constructive feeling. The President and I have known each other for nearly 20 years. We met in Parliament in 1997 and have remained good friends ever since. So that's what has happened. Mr. President, elect.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. President. As I said when I spoke after the declaration of results, I mentioned that His Excellency the President had given me a call to congratulate me, and so I had the opportunity to thank him this morning for being that gracious to give me that call. We had a very cordial meeting. At the time he called, he suggested 11 a.m. this morning to have the preliminary meeting towards setting up the transitional team. And that meeting has just ended, was very cordial, and I think we were very happy to be together. Mr. President has given me a brief on the security situation, both internal and external, and also a short brief on issues to do with the economy. Of course, the transitional teams will drill down further into these matters, but I'm happy at the assurance he's giving us that we're going to work together in the interest of Ghana to ensure a seamless transition. And I believe that even after that transition, it will be necessary for us to continue to keep a channel of communication so that Ghana's democratic credentials are consolidated and we all work together in the national interest. And so I want to thank him for his time and to assure him that on our side, we are very happy to work together, and we'll look forward to the successful work of the joint transitional team. I thank you all very much.
Thank you very much. There will be no questions.
Yento so na yenkoye ni mo ura Frank Anodon pre e rashbe dwani man so wamadu agiri wade atoma panyine akufo ado anim se sa transition process no asha se ne be ya won fa ntwene baabi kra na won hwe abato no hunsunson so ya ekoso nkankan ene parliamentary results ahodo ya e won pesu ahodo no so a menteme ho ase ne akinye aba ho no enkankan ene ne e wo NPP amanyoko ni di mu no ko nde ne bo a enkama panyine akufo ado nhwe na wonya hu bibi say wabe jada nanim anaso be gigi nanim ama transition process no akoso wa bra ne fie adwumampo onya enyenwie ye
ye haina okonya sa namba na ye ni se ye mamra aya constitution no John Dramani Mahama obako years e tomo yo madwe se somunya 183 members of parliament and no one has to be there. His Excellency Nana Adudan Kwekufado only need you Christ. We are handing over power. You are still the President of the Republic. You said to Umahayedi. The Yamin Muntie Master. You said Papa Kufado. Fini Mranti Boy. Juma 1 year. Ayemranim ejuma waboni pabebre ho ban wona ye kuma mo wona ye juo mo japade When I ye chinchimons, when I ye kumo, said to man, a renowned lawyer and a dedicated human rights activist. Sanoma where were you know? And perpetuate the Mama Hanya di Mr.
Na ora Franka no dwomprano gu ne nsam so a wɔkan wɔde eto dwa sɛ NDC amanyɔko na hyɛda abɔ ne so bo sɛ na anu abato ɛkɔ so e wɔno tutuo ya ɛde ho boa bɔ ɔmanfoɔ na so wɔgyina simpie koro no aso na waka amɔmanfoɔ nyina ate sɛ wɔn tutuo ɛwɔ kwan bia so sɛ bimpreduasa ɛyɛ ntwato so kɛkɛ.
If you do recall, I held the very first press conference and I elucidated on things that happened, incidents that happened during the course of the collation of results. I think between the hours of 10 p.m. and 11 p.m., when it became clear that I had won the elections, the NDC, very typical of them, mass up their hooligans, and they had come to the coalition center, specifically St. Martin's. State properties have been vandalized by them. The hall had been destroyed and vandalized to the point that the returning officer, that is the EC officer in charge of Insawma Direction, has been pushed to a corner with their party hooligans wielding knives, flags, missiles, and what have you. The military were there, they could not do anything, and they were forcing the EC official to declare the results in their favor. And not to be repetitive, I got in there and went to the hall to stop that. Then afterwards, when I was departing the hall, I'm sure most of you have seen the footage. The missiles that were thrown at me and all that, my car windscreen got smashed and all that. We were saved by the bell, by the grace of the Almighty. I have never had a shot of a gun before. So that allegation is false. It's totally false. I never showed gun. I am a confident person. I went into the hall to face them. Even though they were wielding knives and all that, I came there and nobody could touch me. I want to invite the leadership of the Ghana Police Service to conduct an investigation, thorough investigation to this matter, because I am totally innocent. And I want to advise the young man, Samir Jemfi, he is a young man growing up. He should get matured. Politics is not just about getting microphones and come and hell out and put out allegations. Politics is about leadership, patriotism, leading your country. And if you come out and put out allegations first, it doesn't mean what you are saying is right. I am praying that he will be appointed as a minister, and I know I'm going to be declared as the winner of the seat. I know, as I said, I know the pink sheet does not lie. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4. 2 + 2 cannot be 5. So I'm very confident that I'll be declared as the winner of the seat.
Ana wode ato ensemptrefo animu so wontie na ensempanyimfo a wonom da wo manya no enkankan ene aposidom sahene IGP se ebeya anka omanfo bi a wafam rasho wonom nsem na wo fom omeye japade sese nnuoma ya eyo omeye dia no sankrofo ni nyina IGP momodian se wo beso wo bia pa echi no de mra se fata ede se nipa no sanse omeye emra etia Memende twa moya na eto abawieye de odi kan empanyifo e de aba betu dwadada na enyina ye nim sende se amanyoko no e de fa enkunumdi abotire no e boye na eno achie no e kamia ye se obetie so we fie yakwa ransake ho o yakwa sampa mefie wasasa nneoma e de agapade ne ade obetu o adwumayeko we ye aba adwumayeko de akwaso nie na GJ president Ede ensemptrefo adwetwe nkomo na owura Albert Komrajumfo ede atu dwose na nadan kwakufo ado wono ene da ambambo ensem wono wo mai Ghana mu we are ento IGP ene mpanyifo ekabie wom ewo emransemu ene ahobambo nsemu se wonu sori wakantu wonu na esi asemimo na onka bibi mfa ho na senkebeye mpo a sankrofue won hyeda enti kuo bia wobekwa akoso wonu nyina paachie esense ne awotete ene nsemu a eba abonte kyerɛ se saafo nyina ye NDC amanyoko na chitafo a wonu na gidie se na ban na aba ai maban na woso enti ohene ba ne de papa ti ase enti no maban na aba de a ene na ne mpebia meye wosesa nkrofo nyina se bi mpraduasa NDC nso nchen oman se omai Ghana asomdwe enti no de ato mampanyine kufo ado anim wo se won sori ntu ne nan enti asemimu na onye bibi mfa ho na ankwaji he ama oman asomdwe ekitaye no ankwankwaye bisibasa. NPP amanyoko no e de ato IGP anim amanato National Peace Council ne mpanyifo ekabie wom e wo omeya asomdwe ho ensem ho se won sorry o na won ka bibi nkyere NDC amanyoko na chitafo a wagide se won maban e na aba power won maban e na abefa kunya na tena so nti obetimi aye de opebia no kasa emfa enkyere wonom wo ye ensem twerefo hyiemu e ma twerefo panyine e ma NPP amanyoko no Red Justin Kodua Frempon kasa ya ensem bi sei e no de tudwa
attendance for this press conference. Recent events, particularly the outcome of the 2024 general elections and the unfolding lawlessness by some leading members of the opposition National Democratic Congress and their supporters across the country has necessitated this engagement. As we are already aware, Ghana went to the polls on Saturday, December 7, 2024, to elect a president in addition to 276 members of parliament. Just 16 hours after the close of polls, our flag bearer, Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia, conceded defeat, an occurrence never recorded in the 32 years of our democracy. Ordinarily, the concession speech by Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia and the NPP should have deflated all tensions pertaining to the elections. After all, what was there to fight for again? However, the NDC, inspired by sheer lawlessness, has been sending tax to district and regional coalition centers of the EC to force officials of the commission into declaring results in their favor, even when all due process had not been completed. In the Greater Accra region, on Monday, December 9, 2024, leading members of the NDC captured and locked up the regional office of the EC, where coalition for several parliamentary elections was ongoing. They chased out state security personnel and brought in tax and subsequently took over the coalition process for Kaikwe Central and Ablekumas North constituencies. Calling on the National Peace Council, National House of Chiefs, Christian Council of Ghana, Catholic Bishop Conference, our National Chief Imam, organized labor, civil society organizations, the diplomatic community, to as a matter of agency and for the sake of our cherished and enviable record as a country that has for over 32 years practiced multi-party democracy, to come out and condemn the lawlessness from the NDC. And we call on the president-elect, Mr. John Dramani Mahama, to call his people to order.
Na ensem kroya ena third vice chairman Emma NPP amanyo kono Alhaji Masawood Osman wadena no atomu bie ede ato IGP anim sa asami wontune nan entiemu na wonka bibi efa we sansa kwan a NDC amanyo kono achitafo bi fa so efa mrasha woron sese japade eyo mayidia na oye ensomone wo manmu no ano eden pa na sa IGP anka bibi anfa ho amampanyifo eto manmu a wo hwo asomdwe ho nsem so anka bibi anfa ho a NPP amanyo kono so de Shonum Sem, now Fay, one with the CNA.
Amani boy etremu a NDC amanyo kono echitafo binum akwajeje aban offices ahodo bi aboso a enye asemkuma womo empese obibia ebefa bribi ede free office honom ede akọ wasansemi mu no third vice chairman Emma NPP amanyo kono Alhaji Osman Masawudu ayensemtwefo hyiemu ewo East Legon nasoye ena wodi tudwa ya wo kire se adwene boy a ewo se kuomayi etremu no enyade se ebebo akwan bia so
MPP members and ordinary citizens at airport preventing their traveling under the gesture of so-called Operation Recover or Loot. This action are not only criminal but also disgraceful, and they must be condemned. They must be condemned in the strong possible times. It is deeply concerned that our security agencies, tasked with maintaining law and order, appear to stand idle by this act of willigance unfolds. The MPP call on Ghana Police Service.
Enwechiri Alhaji Osman esanso ebo Malik Basentale entrene se wonim na wosi NPP ni bia wotu kwan ede free wo mai Ghana mu akokoro probi so ekwan a eyade se wone no ewo bika.
And we are sending a strong signal, a strong warning to NDC, the National Democratic Congress, that we have given them up to Friday. If they don't stop this kind of lawlessness, we, the MPP, we are going to call the entire Eastern region. We are going to call our men. They should come out. Any attempt the NDC want to put fear and panic and killing, they should revenge. They should revenge. MPP revenge. MPP revenge. MPP revenge. MPP revenge. I want to tell the NDC, those rifles that you are holding, those AK-47 that you are holding, we have more than what you have. We have more than what you have. We have more than what you have. And if you talk, we, the MPP, we are people that need peace. If you look at some of us are Muslim, our religion stands for peace.
So na yenko ensem foforo emo na United Nations amansan nyina nkabonkuo ede ato mampanyina wayi no John Dramani Mahama enim se wanum de achitai bi esefata ebetai na chinkanka ene bra wosan befa konwa no atena so se Ghana mampanyini emfie 9 ewo oman emwe na resident coordinator Charles Abani enededwe okobo nsra ewo mampanyini ya wayi no John Dramani Mahama 9 so ene wan twetwe nkomobo na baso wo kwan a wo fa so a afi wode ne campaign into abo ene ensema wo kan into abo no mo no efa ya ekwawi akiri wo mai aye asomdwe nko a.
It's quite simple. It's to congratulate you personally on this victory as the now President-elect for Ghana. To thank you for the way you led your party to a successful, peaceful election here in Ghana, particularly as the international community had its eyes on Ghana, to really continue to hold up the torch of Ghana, one that many of us continue to be very proud of on the continent, as a beacon of democracy, defender of democracy, and defender of transparency. Your Excellency, your ascension to office also brings new records. The first female vice president ever to Ghana. And we know that last time you attempted this, so congratulations on that success.
Yes, I really appreciate it. Ghana has had outstanding relations with all your agencies, and having been president before, I know the kind of work we did together. We need you more than ever before because of the crisis this country is going through. And I've had the opportunity to meet some of you, even during the campaign and before the election. And I've expressed, how I want us to work even closer together to see how we can put Ghana back on its feet. Of course, we all know that Ghana is very important in the geopolitics of West Africa and Africa in terms of upholding democracy and being a model, of peace and security. And it's something that we want to restore as quickly as possible. And so we look forward to working with you, looking at the existing programs, and we need to tweak them to meet the realities of today to do so. I believe we've had discussions with the World Bank and the IMF already, and we look to an early engagement so that we can continue to be on the same wavelength. Of course, in the campaign, several, promises were made, and we need to look at what the reality is in terms of sitting together and seeing what the way forward is. Of course, one of our main concerns, and I think we've expressed it to you several times, is the issue of the humps in the debts repayments, and it's something we need to see how we can smooth it so that we don't default again. That would be more catastrophic than this current default. Aside from that, we know that in the last family season, the rainfall pattern was very erratic, and so we're anticipating that there's going to be some problem with availability of food. And so how we're able to kick in supports to ameliorate the situation is something that we would like to work on.
Yanko Techman South Abaton Pesiano so a son Sebra to a baby, Kamia se Techman South Abaton Pesiano sono, a horn you cry. And this a man you connected for war, any one man share emraso, ewo, mention and one as and Pesiano son, what the abueni pa. Ya watch us a memen daba or two, Abato Commissar, and far Abaton Chinsun, so Metuja. Now, one would you dear kind in your way, ya. A Chentrabato Commissar, but when in baby our day for crana, semi, one my Abato Commissar that could pay 24 hours. Say, one far Abato Chinsun, so Metuja, one who baby a walk cry, one man casabe from Russia, one sem. I did the coins away, ewo, and Pesiano so.
Yaso ahohom yeni enyimubia e wotechima ha nanso emfiem pemienu ene na duonu a etwa mu yehu se nipa baako bi a wono nko a se hefa na o previous no ede akọ yes se o petechima ede aye bibio yenim ana se wode sa oye ne aba betu techima ha anokwasem se techima edia nananom e kosoro enya na etwaye Sabri ye best consent youth. Was see a confirm you. Bo champion you aka mu nyina piece na na. Woma ye crowd name. Nana ye kwa koto yem. Woni wa chen konwa. Breko na so o man hema na fie bafi koto. No fotabra ba amansa nyina no ma no ahoho nyina no ma no nana. Anokwasem ye techu a e kono. Concern youth, ye Besi Samre, Techiman South, Nipa Yakotu Abama no, say Yamra Shebedwani, Yena Hu Nipa Kro, a son said Nipa, a choir did to me a show Munsa, some Basha Batroso, na Bibia Kototino, or Muntimi Mabontin, and my country say, Techiman South, Yakotu Abano, Yam President, and Nipa Sumesi, and Nyaye. And as a parliamentary candidate, Miss Nipa Sumesi touch my for to Abama no. Emu how entina ya fremu se ye de etumanim na ye de afam so amana dunananom ene asofo mpanifo ene yenuanom Mozambique mpanifo ene electoral commission ene bambo aduma ekuo a ewo Ghana ene Ghana mpanifo nyina o mampanifo fo ayi no na o mate o how any oyona yefam e wo techiman
As for you know, Tachiman South and Semi so na ya make us yes, so nya boafon kra to ye ba. De aka no me de beto aso.
Hello Ghana, my name is Dakwa, Kwesi Dakwa, and I'm delighted to tell you a beautiful story. For every young person in Ghana looking to work in radio, television or online, this is a great opportunity for you. Welcome to Class Media Group. Class Media Group, with 1 TV station, 9 radio stations throughout the country, and 1 great online portal, is taking on new hires as interns. Interns to shadow great personalities and train for a job and career ahead. All you have to do is apply to this below. This goes straight to our head of human capital and culture. Whether you want to work in radio production, radio presenting, television production, television presenting, or working to write and post online, Class Media Group is the place to be. This is KKD. See you soon.
Bosu. So, Masa, Wama Menyaji, Papa. Oh, Wama Menyaji. In fact, since I'll change oil, mommy, no engine noise, no overheating. Now, especially car here from Papa with load. Echo yo.
My mechanic idiot. The customer said, buy him in so be change 1 year oil in Quadia, sea horse, engine oil and come from with good engine, engine the team. And until smooth. Oh, let it and it clear. Chatam the crown, we change you can say maybe more Seahorse CF4 Plus. Some the good engine one cassa. Nabako, I be give more than say. You will Seahorse Special 40. A Yama Pragia, Abubuya, and a motorbike. Seahorse and a CF4 Plus engine oil. A Yama home use car, overhauling engines, and a Ghana car say you use your engine one. To be used when you get
on every street. Upon a ball, I went through hell to my feet. Hit every discotheque and ask it puppy, yeah. I wanna party 8 days a week. I promise you now. Everything gonna work out. Every tomorrow, no matter what go down. I promise you now. Gonna be sticking around. Every tomorrow, no matter what go down.
Said you never my day. Rises, I want to be more straight.
Somebody like Azuma Nelson is giving me an advice on boxing. I'll take it.
The reason she doesn't want to ask, maybe she feels like it's too early. Maybe she knows the right thing, and she's still complaining.
Apart from business or any other thing, I don't see what you be saying yours.
You're talking to me. When you have children,
Go and be with that young guy.
Ladies of late know they like the baby.
CTV, Ghana's #1.
Eusafema mujina jo emamo akwababa enyumre no sia kase o CTV so afe no akan wa yeda se mo akwaba kase yede esomo ewo YouTube ye stream live my CTV GH wunya boy no nko ade akase pie ba no anya bia so ya na wakai na wasende ama wonfefo ama wonum so anya bia so ye nto so na ye nko tema central na NPP amanyoko no enkwabate wo chiro se na no memenda abato ye to ye e kire sunso so won pesua no so no wo gitum a enye ye kwan bia so na de edi kan wo pe kwan obefa so ne abato kwamisa atena ase na sa aba no a wode beto dwa kire susanso no wadane no no masan hwemu biem na ba bia no kreda no wode ato enye saa wo beye embra na so obefa mbra kwan so na nea esefata won mo no wa genesa
Meme de twemu yi ya December bosomenda toso enso wa fimpini no ene iruna ye mo my Ghana ekoto aba heyi mampeni ene mrahye bedwafo ahodo na wotema central person so honom no wo hyase ekenkan emano ewo chemu senior high technical school wenwie ena wokoto aso ewo tema regional police command eye ne Jordan no metwe December bosome ne da etoso enkono wa fiye mu hesan menteme ho ase bi a emano homene so ewo NDC ene NPP amanyoko no entem nam so ema aposifo etoto tie gas ya na enye asem kuma we kura nam so ema yisi official na sempenifo baako etwahwe ya na enye asem kuma
pinches bia omo efave omo no presiding officer and sign ya omo jitu now two pink sheets baako me 100 and something baako me 200 and something and omo say because presiding officer and signing ti omo yet Mimi agent, which is the MPP agent, assigning. Omo agent, NDC agent, assigning. Into Munjin to say, Ade, because presiding officer and signing. Into any bone of contest. But yet, but the ballot boxes are there. If push come to show, the numbers, they agree, said the numbers. I'm a lawyer, legality said one signing, but another laughable. Because we lose. Yeah, sitting vice president, presidential candidate, or lose gracefully.
Ora Charles Forsen NPP parliamentary candidate ya ono ena wojina ye wo NPP amanyoko na nemu wo Tema Central empesto ane so hono wode tudwa esres se woni yisi esi nkonwa na sentiase anye adwuma wode asem no ebekọ aseni bia
Niacing the total illegality. We'll go and then smoothing things up there, and then the status quo will be restored. I am the winner for Tema Central, and it's going to remain safe. We use pink sheets. I say 1 + 1 2. No, the real account. That is how it is. And to say, the same way. The other parties also have same. Into about stability. Yes, near highest no. Where you don't need 50% plus or no. This one is a simple majority, and to us, we had a simple majority. Except say miracle, but almost would not mess with you. I'm with you have a fact no, which is never going to happen. So all things being equal, actually will resolve it, and then I'll be declared a victor.
German South about to Pesciano as Sons and this Yamanyoko no Crabata or one so they are to just an annual about on the Chinson Sono, one yin tum can be as well GD passe about to come say Chinchin one sa Aji Tumia as Safata one mono Eddie Ama Ubifufra as semi 1 year woman in Cane or Chiraso Kahubie.
This is German South constituency, Genya resource. But before you have strong room, no, you will say. Pinch it national. There was a lot of what more practices being pursued pinch it national. And you decided say, yeah, you better resist those objections. And indeed, yes, starting collation. So you will say, EC officers, no, which is the returning officer for German South constituency, no. Now almost the figures now what pinch it national in favor of the political party of MPP. And to me resist our objection, he said. No, it should not be so. Yeah, I am pinch it. Also, I pinch it. Why do you change the figures? I'm can say, sorry, and that's But yeah, said no. That thing kept on going. I'm a sign raise another objection. Your quality and resources on 3 different platforms. Excel, your NDC College Center, and at your EC no social demand. You say EC figure was even different from the only MPP for no Macaboma or quality figures. You say was different from EC. You say 1, there was vote transposition. That means almost the same figures. No, a beer area, cannot. There was also overvoting was some polling stations. There were what wrong summations or pink sheets, and what EC presiding officer no changing some of the what figures were collating room. In all, there were about 22 and over. Polling station pin sheet almost some figures and errors also. It is the American say before you signing summary sheet because you catch them say we do not agree with the summation on my so we put our reason on the summary sheet. That was why more pressmen and more collection center more say the EC could not bring Canada there to raise his hand to say Onuna waiting good him, but rather he just mentioned the votes of various political parties. We want to do forensic audits of all the pin sheets at court.
Young coin this Yamanyo Konin Krabata, a futu abaton Pesiano, a so na chairman or Ora Abraham Tuado. Na Amanaboy and Sakacher say free me danwa, what Trabano area and Urano, Nabusia phone, no party men who no penny force to shine here, who no so a fahe dear, Yanko Ponqua, enemy.
Media, we need justice. We need justice because there is no way. People know me, baby. Be what you say. What they are born a cow. What do you want? Kasao, but still, I want to say, you must say, Jimmy, no can over way. Chronos, I am dear. You chrono and you be a dear, my dear. It's to me from Brent, so say, oh, yeah, dear. What they are here, I never you be, and I say, what they must say, be Baby, intermediate for Amedia within the prisoner. Me here justice, and my papa. Any bushel for Nina, and in the Amashe, Yashi, Afa, the Kano, and on Nina. Some for and children, there wouldn't be peace in the back.
What on about there? No one I'm a common gent. Because I'm at young until the year I'll be such a president. Yaman won't be to make it. And Barasso or one, my moon in our call, Secretary Community Center, be out to about. Do a number or sworn or say when you are on Sakache. And with the MPP, Bebuna, Awodi, party nature was embracing when he said, you know, take it, I'm framing that thing in Bia. Now, what's the boom for now? In the process, and Vice Manaka, the sequence Via Noon, I am good at now, they take him in a chair or a bassinet. When you know what's there, the minimum, you know what Baba shot up. It should be the more phone Amazon watch here. No, don't now Adams, or them blessing is not here. Or the book, a friend, Kano, screen. About boy, you only one fee got that is information I have. The one looking more than that, including others. I even with another place. I was with our woman. Yeah, John. Since I mean, you can say, and I mean, you can say, and do that. I mean, I can on it isn't your one. On to Magasana, said your phone, no, me. And you can say, band in there again. Since I was something for the job, a friend of winter. After now, the mayorman said, you must have a coming with your mini. Now, said the Miss Yakomini, my am moving your mini, you can see, you can pay me your share. You know, until I don't quite said, there won't you buy original hospital gate now, maybe the boys who said teacher the view. But what the second one, as if they were on you. It's in the field there. Yeah, that's my voice for no. That man, if you don't check Moby, said there will be one you ham. Our ham can get what was even getting them bringing. Yes, or penny. One of them that's on some yet one video someone that we are more or check this. What you want to say? The more than man, you already are wasn't anything with it. Yes, I'm brass, we are also saying that.
Near Drew Sway, a JJ, and it's a Kasiepo. Revenue Authority at the Kokobo at Ghana for any more so one show. Now, Obi and Faso Kwan and one match and Mu one man for Subronia Fashe Musan say, what say, our Montreso said the Pabon for Binumashada and our Denham say, Ghana Revenue Authority at Jumayokono, December Bosman and Etosomi and San, where auction sales, yeah, Casa who do a binum boni don't come in or say, a big cedar. And you are more anti. Nia edena monten so a Ghana for etie na ebinum so edena monten so no wonya ka esan se enya ade a waye won ma adwene kra da se obeye auction sales bia ne na kampese abaso sa wo wieye en wasan ede ato dwo se omanfo binum ahyeda ene nam kwambone so ne nam hanwa tenten wa hwese wo benya sika ede afra nipa binum honom ewo sebua kwan so na sankrofo nyina ma won mani na ho na won hwese wode Ghana Revenue Authority bedinsa woso edidwa won hwese dia wode sika ne e ma no no eye obi a adwumayekuo no ankasa ate ne ho ayi na si wo se nipa ne sefata se wone no edidwa anansa wone ne dinsa woso e wo adwumayekuo no enye sa na akofa nkwanchen etwa sika ma obi a nipa no waju sika na di kwa enya dia Ghana Revenue Authority enewo ebenye sika no ho hwe aka na wo kire se ensem kra na montre so ama adwumayekuo no ho adwuru wonom eye commissioner dada ya na wote so Reverend Dr. Mishada Owusu Amoa ya won kire se wono ena ensem ensem gu nkrata so etoma ne ensem trofo a Bronese press release wono ni din na hyase nanso kwawi a kire no na Madam Julie Siam ya wono ene current Commissioner General Emma Ghana Revenue Authority wono ena ne signature science and was when nyina ye ni pabonofo bi asabi mpredwasa woni bra bi bo na opese wogu omen hu fi se wo meye japade na wogu Ghana Revenue Authority adwumayekuo no so ehu fi ene ono nam kuntuna se wo ye sa ne omen nyina nemom obo manfo kokose won hwe yie na obi ankwan kobu obi amfa so anyi obi sika ni wabra Ghana Revenue Authority adwumayekuo no enim ho hwe. Ctv Kasiepo emuono kuma wutini cheni Mavis Donko ene Emilia Brobe atwetwe nkomo okuku seku the talk show so ama wode atodwa se wonu ankasa na yonkufuo bi ehye pa na duane mu ma ne di ya yankopon ko a ne hu ne mobo nko sabrede nko ayefunu anko wawu kura da na wo kire sa asemi ba ye no obomodin asenka okọ asupiti wokoduru onso so a anesefo kwana bra senkanye nyame ene fa afie ne hu ne mobo a sabrede enko wawu da na enko twetwe a woni Emilia Brobe twetwe yemu ena wosan ato asode atodwa se ewiase mu ni tan ene ya wa fam wono no kwasem nie etoro bi kra no oboso a na ato ni sun esanso no ankasa ne yonko pa twetwam two ya o friend madam for papa ene ne kunu ekotwe mpena ya wono ade na ne ko twawisie ehunu bie ya kyerese na eden ma no nanso wabo modin ase eya abrabo musu ehunu nti obepia agu na chi baabi na wohwena nim ten abone bra Afei Ctv Kasiepo. Free hoba and it's a Triatodom ko akotwa manfo so enam so amewi akire no nipa wo ha eduosunum 175 ena afemu ewo dodro no na ye ma ene emofra na okire se asemi esi ewo Sudan ahenkro mu edwada no ene brada no enti na enu ena Triatodom ko a wonu mo bon ketinketi kuta atuo ene akode atisi montene so ya wo sha ase se wo toto atuo ni etitentiten bombo ne namfa onu mu wie ye sesa nipa sebe prediosa nipa na yesesa wonum te sede sebe sadin ene tetata konkomu wo sesa wonum a ena wakope wonum krabra na so ape baabi di wonu wagu a abusuafo ehwe se wonum ade hye obeba abehwe wonum na wakope wonum krabre na yenim se Sudan mine de no kwasem ni efempinu ne adwonum yensa ya etwam na anu ada ya na entokwa efri oman no emu ya ekwawi akire no na omanfo de nyina nim so Sudan de afa de entokwa afri mu eko afri oman no mu ama aya asumdwe ene se obia enka bi nhwemu a ne akwakosie enie na Sudan kronu a na saman no ankasa afa baabi ya ye Fredo Omdurman ehon so nipa aduosia enum 65 ene no so no nipa bonfo ye Triatodom koyi akosane atuo ni akode agu wonum so a wonum so ato ananom ewo ensiedo aban ne kire se nani etutu aka ne nsem papa ya asem wo hye de nanso de ya no wo ka ho ne asie obo modern se ode nuoma ebegu na kwan so na wate asrafo egu kurum na sabre kura ye ka sei Sudan asrafo ejinagina hanwa tetetete ententen wa ya wo hye se dipa bonefo edi se nyambrasema wuru kasemi wo beto wonum nyina so vre aban ne se wo bekoso a ene dipa bonfo yi akoate se ne be ya omanfo nso ebenya wonum ti edidimo na ewudi ekoso yi asrafo ya ewo Sudan man ne mu kire se won fanhye obia rapid support forces ya wonum Triatodom ko ewo Sudan man no emu wonum na ye huru kasemi na wodi mirika ententem akoto ahye wonum so na ne ebesi o man ne mu no ewiase afa na nyina ebetibi Ewse for hane bremam kwan manwere no nsia kase abede som wo no mede ne nyina asie be pagya me mu nansa na no samo amede som wo no ma yenka ka ye ho kakra mampanyina kufuado aka kire mampanyina wayi no John Dramani Mahama say transition process no wabemena ye smooth pa na wahwe se bibia nso ebekoso wano UN resident coordinator Akobonsra ewo Ghana mampanyina wayi no John Dramani Mahama ne naiso ye ena ye ko dwade Ctv Kasiepo emu Ghana Revenue Authority se wonye auctioning auction car bia won twa don komento car bia so wo mai Ghana mu nti nsema ne na montene so no woni ba bi efre enti omanfo emu no hurudo sam ye ko South Sudan ana Sudan man mu mpa Triatodom ko ama wo mu so wakeka wonum ho ekwa wi akire no nipa wo haduosunum 175 ena afamu ewu Ekwan no was said ya waboboa no na wie ha na breba mkwan ma nwere no nsia kase no mede esie empanyfo achinchim fide ne fruma medam waso won ma ekeka ne ma boy ne bua ma kase di mo asena piesie eye wono mu nyina de a wa wo hwe ye abefo ntenten fide ne so ene wa fie mu nyina so yeda aseme ka wo sakase boy ye de som wo Ctv en fiduam ha e wo labone e na de esom wo Ghana fana ba bia wonya bi e hwe ye me a kase yi medi ho chiame eye me efia brompoma hene nyame eye adomo a eprepam ye besan ehia nanso sabre de abusua ye din kra